Wisdom, the final frontier to true knowledge. Welcome to Wisdom Trek, where our mission is to create a legacy of wisdom, to seek out discernment and insights, to boldly grow where few have chosen to grow before. Hello, my friend. I am Guthrie Chamberlain, your captain on our journey to increase wisdom and create a living legacy. Thank you for joining us today as we explore wisdom on our second millennium of podcast. This is day 1318 of our trek and time for our Philosophy Friday series. Each Friday we will ponder some of the basic truths and mysteries of life and how they can impact us in creating our living legacy. As we continue on with this trek called life, sometimes we have questions about life. So our Friday trek is a time where we can ask Gramps. Gramps will answer the questions that you would like to ask your dad or granddad, but for whatever reason, this is not possible. No matter how old we are, I know that all of us would like the opportunity to ask Dad or Gramps questions about life in many areas. We may mix it up a bit on our Friday episodes, but we will strive to keep them down to earth and enjoyable. If you have any questions that you would like to ask Gramps, please email them to guthrie@wisdom-trek.com. So the question for this week is, hey Gramps, life seems so busy and hectic. I don't seem to have any time for peace from the time I get up until I fall exhausted in my bed at night. I would like to learn how to have peace even in the middle of chaos. What wise tips do you have that might help me? So today we'll look at creating peace. Come with me in your mind and picture yourself sitting on a fishing deck of a nearby lake. Immerse yourself in a peaceful and serene setting. A light breeze stirs the surface to quiet ripples as the sun creeps over the horizon. Flags on the docks of the lake dwellers indicate the early starts of the winds that will follow. An egret glides smoothly across the small inlet to fish in shallow water. What could be more peaceful? As you sit there in the quiet of the early morning, somewhere in the distance there is a sound of what is to come. A motor ignites to a healthy roar, and the day is on. Shortly, the lake is filled with the noise of boats, ski boats, fishing boats, those angry little hornets called sea-doos, the motorcycles of the waterways. This rhythm is the daily cycle, the transformation from peace to chaos, and then back again. The rhythm of the day on the lake will help us to realize that life is not so much different. Few of us can hold on to the peaceful moments very long without interruption. Most of us must have the promise of return to peace. For some, however, a time of peace never seems to appear. Their lives are stressful from daybreak to dark, and often stressful through the night. Those long stretches without peace are difficult times. Most of us have experienced them in periods or seasons of life, but no one can withstand them forever. Is there hope for you and others stuck in long stretches of life without peace? Days grow into weeks and then months. Without realizing it, your life has very little peace for what seems to be years on end. Stop for a moment and realize that as with all choices and decisions that we make in life, the amount and level of peace is at least somewhat dependent on you. You have to get to the point where you create your own peace. For me, my time of peace starts at 4:45 a.m. each morning. My time for peace must be before the world wakes up, before I am constantly bombarded with messages, emails, calls, and other work-related demands. For me, this early morning peace time is a time of quiet devotion and exercise time, a time to communion with God alone. Perhaps we should learn a lesson here. To seek quiet in a time of noise can be perplexing and nearly impossible. When you choose to follow the natural cycle of time and place, you will find peace, and it will be enjoyable. If you look for the quiet on the lake in the middle of the day, then you will be disappointed. In the same manner, if I attempted to find peace during the day in the middle of my business, all I would have is frustration. I would have neither peace nor productivity. Quiet comes in quiet times and in quiet places. Don't try to force life against the grain, or you will be constantly irritated. Now, does that mean that we just go with the flow and not pursue times of peace? Our choices will eventually lead to choices of sin and righteousness. Choosing wrong never brings peace. I am referring to the natural flow of life, busyness and noise. You must consciously also choose times of peace. When it comes to inner peace, there is no true peace without God. All of the adjustments that we make to times and places will not compensate for the stress of an undirected life. Let me drive the point home. Peace is possible. You can even have peace in the middle of chaos when it is the peace of God. Jesus Christ promised us peace in John chapter 14, verse 27. I am leaving you with a gift, peace of mind and heart, and the peace that I give, the world cannot give. So don't be troubled or afraid. God can give us peace even in the middle of life's busyness and noise. In regard to your question, though, God is always the answer. He can be our peace in the middle of life's busyness and noise, but you must also choose to sit on the dock in the early morning and find the quiet of the lake. I find my early morning devotional and exercise time to be my lake. David, the shepherd king, knew the true source of real peace and quiet when he wrote Psalms chapter 23, verses 2 and 3. He lets me rest in green meadows. He leads me beside peaceful streams. He renews my strength. He guides me along right paths, bringing honor to his name. Many people today are searching for quiet waters in the world of raging storms. We all need the constant restoration of our souls. May you find this grace in your quiet place and the restoration for your soul. And that's a wrap for today's question. Join us again next Friday for another question on our Ask Gramps episode. Our next trek will be Meditation Monday, where we will help you to reflect on what is most important in life. So encourage your friends and family to join us and to come along with us on Monday for another day of Wisdom Trek, Creating a Legacy. If you'd like to listen to any of the past 1,317 daily treks or read the associated journals, they are all available at wisdom-trek.com. I encourage you to subscribe to Wisdom Trek on your favorite podcast player so that each day will be downloaded to you automatically. And thank you so much for allowing me to be your guide, your mentor, but most importantly, I am your friend as I serve you through the Wisdom Trek podcast and journal each day. And as we take this trek of life together, let us always live abundantly, love unconditionally, listen intentionally, learn continuously, lend to others generously, lead with integrity, and then leave a living legacy each day. I am Guthrie Chamberlain, reminding you to keep moving forward. Enjoy your journey, and then create a great day every day. See you on Monday.